my thoughts, my feelings, my intentionality, every dimension of what's going on in the subtle levels have an impact on my body, and they have an impact on everybody who's around me.
The Institute of Noetic Sciences in Sausalito, California, called IONS for short, is an organization dedicated to studying the frontiers of human consciousness in an attempt to integrate the scientific and the non-scientific models of health and healing.
I think consciousness represents one of the great mysteries. We really have very little understanding of what makes us tick. And in terms of healing, we look at alternative medicine, for example, and everybody's looking for the magic bullet. And what we have failed to do, I think, is to really begin to look at the mysteries of the mind. What makes our own innate healing capacities work? How is it that we're able to cure ourselves?
IONS was founded by Apollo 14 astronaut Edgar Mitchell. In 1971, while Mitchell was returning to Earth from the moon, he had a moving spiritual experience as he viewed the Earth from his tiny space capsule. Who are we, and what are we capable of becoming, were some of the questions he asked himself. He and others soon formed IONS to study the nature of consciousness and to ask fundamental questions that could help construct a new worldview capable of taking the human experience to the next level.
The great opportunity for us in mind-body medicine is to change our focus and to begin to focus internally and to understand the tremendous power of, I would say, mind-spirit body medicine.
One of the areas of mind-body medicine being studied at IONS is the power of prayer as a healing force. Studies have shown that there is an accelerated rate of healing in certain groups of individuals who have had others pray for their well-being.
But the preponderance of the research suggests that there is a strong impact of prayer on healing. And by that, I really am referring to distant prayer, so that it is my praying for you.
Another area that the Institute has been researching is that of spontaneous remission, or how a disease such as cancer can spontaneously disappear from the body, and how the belief system and the immune system are closely connected.
Remission is something that you find in various cultural settings. You find people making pilgrimages to Lourdes, for example, to be blessed by the healing waters, or to a variety of different pilgrimage sites around the world. And we don't know what is the nature of these kind of healing shrines or pilgrimage sites. What we do know is that people's belief system is very, very powerful, and that some people, in some instances, have the capacity to reverse even a terminal diagnosis.
IONS is currently studying the healing effects of subtle energy fields, such as Qigong, the ancient Asian art of energy movement. Researchers are looking at the ability of these energies to actually change the biochemistry of a cancer cell and aid in the healing process.
Our potential as human beings is much greater than we have ever imagined. Much greater to improve our own life and to improve the life of everybody around us. In other words, we have an incredible capacity that we simply haven't developed very fully.
We live at a remarkable time in human history where, for the first time, we have access to the world's wisdom traditions. We have sacred texts that were available to only a handful of people. You can now get them on the internet. And we also have the powerful tools of Western science. And we have the remarkable advances that have been made in healthcare. And what we're finding is that as these different cultures and traditions and ways of knowing engage each other, that there are new possibilities for health and healing.